clock on the wall finally strikes 12. Into the silence of my room I deeply delve, clicking off the main light, turning on the gold, leaving all the stories of the day untold. The amber glow is dancing on the wooden floor. I don't have to be anybody anymore, just the shadows and the dust motes in the air. In the amber glow, in the center of the night, everything feels heavy, everything feels right, wrapped in the warmth of a low fiery frame, hiding from the wind and the rattling rain. It's a golden sanctuary, private and deep, the only part of the day I'm allowed to keep. My tea is getting cold on the bedside table, trying to be honest as much as I'm able. I see my own shadow stretched against the wall, watching as the leaves of the calendar fall. The bass is thumping like a slow and steady heart. In this tiny universe, I'm a work of art. The city outside is just a distant hum. Golden moments, golden sighs underneath the ceiling of my midnight sky. This is where the real part of me begins. In the amber glow, in the center of the night, everything feels heavy, everything feels right, wrapped in the warmth of a low fiery frame, hiding from the wind and the rattling rain, staying in the light, staying in the gold, a private little story that was never told. Opening the pages of a leather-bound book, giving my own reflection a second look. The pen is heavy and the ink is dark, searching for a flicker or a tiny spark of the words I couldn't say when the sun was high, underneath the pressure of the midday sky. Now the silence is a witness to the truth. This is my midnight diary, written in the shade of the beautiful mistakes that I've already made. Every line is a secret, every dot is a tear, conquering the ghosts and the everyday fear, with an indie rhythm and a sweet sad song, writing down the places where I truly belong. I'm crossing out the names and the dates that I knew, trying to find a version of me without you. The paper is scratched and the edges are worn like a heavy heart that's starting to be torn. But the rhythm of the writing is a healing sound in this quiet room where the truth is finally found. The candle is flickering, a slow yellow dance. Ink on the fingers, ink on the soul. Let the story take its heavy, quiet toll. Paper-thin sail. This is my midnight diary, written in the shade of the beautiful mistakes that I've already made. Every line is a secret, every thought is a tear, conquering the ghost and the everyday fear. Close the book, blow the candle out. This is what the midnight is all about. A pillow and the night is a dream. Nothing is as loud as it used to seem. I'm sitting on the sofa with my feet tucked in, listening to the records and the vinyl spin. The saxophone is sleepy and the bass is slow. In the amber a bossa nova beat. Oh, sleepy jazz, take me to the moon, to the lazy rhythm of a midnight tune. Soft and easy, like a velvet touch. I didn't think I'd ever love a sound this much. Silver and the gold, while the stories of the night start to unfold. I'm watching the shadows as they move on the floor. I don't wanna go outside anymore. The ice is clinking in a tall, thin glass, watching all the heavy hours slowly pass. It is whispering a secret to me about the way that life was supposed to be. I'm perfectly happy in this quiet little haze. Swing it slow, let the music breathe. In the garden where the lonely hearts read. The time, everything is perfect and everything is prime. Oh, sleepy jazz, take me to the moon, to the toast and a glass of cold milk. The silence in the kitchen is as soft as silk. The city is a picture in the window frame, but out here nobody even knows my name. I'm leaning on the counter staring at the floor. I don't have to pretend to be strong anymore. The refrigerator's humming a lonely quiet song. It's a table for one in the middle of the night. Everything is peaceful, everything is right. With a lo-fi rhythm and a mellow quiet beat, soothing all the friction of the busy noisy street. I'm finding my balance in the shadows and the light, in the tiny sanctuary of the middle of the night. I see the headlights flickering on the wall, waiting for the stars or the rain to fall. I'm not feeling lonely, I'm just feeling free, in the company of nobody but only me. The electric guitar's playing soft and clean, like a hidden melody in a movie scene. I'm taking my time with every little bite, crunch of the toast, sip of the tea. This is the only time I can truly be me. It's a table for one in the middle of the night. Everything is peaceful, everything is right. With a lo-fi rhythm and a mellow quiet beat, soothing all the friction of the busy noisy street. Cleaning up the crumbs, washing the glass, watching the beautiful hours slowly pass. wish the world outside would just finally stop. The yellow label is spinning in a blur, bringing back the memories of who we were. A summer jazz tune from a long time ago, in the amber lamp in the evening glow. I'm tapping my toes on the old wooden floor. Oh, spin me around, you yellow record, slow, to the soulful rhythm and the heart that's low. It's a golden vibration, it's a mellow refrain, washing away the winter and the heavy rain. Wrap me in the brass and the wood and the string, while the shadows of the night start to dance and sing. The saxophone is golden and the bass is deep, giving me a promise that I'm gonna keep. I see the dust motes dancing in the light, keeping me company in the middle of the night. Every scratch on the record is a story of its own, a seed of a melody that was never even sown. I'm perfectly happy in this analog haze, round and round in the yellow light, watching the world as it turns into the night. Don't lift the needle, don't break the groove. Let the music tell the soul how to move. Oh, spin me around, you yellow record, slow, to the soulful rhythm and the heart that's low. It's a golden vibration, it's a mellow refrain, washing away the winter and the heavy rain. Fade into static, fading to gold, the most beautiful record that was ever sold. A circle of light on a forest of words, leaving behind the songs of the morning birds. The room is a cavern of shadow and black. There's no way of turning the daylight back. I'm traveling to places I've never even been, between the black ink and the paper so clean. The reading lamp is my only and my silent friend. Under the reading lamp in the center of the room, hiding from the winter and the heavy gloom. It's a quiet indie rhythm for a thinking soul. watching as the story starts to take its toll, one page at a time, one line at a breath, conquering the silence and the cold and the death. I'm underlining sentences that feel so true, reminding me of everything I knew about you. The cello is humming, deep in a sad song, about the way the characters couldn't get along. Every chapter is a door to a different life, far away from the struggle and the everyday strife. I'm losing myself in the scent of the book. Turn the page, let the story grow into the river where the quiet people go. Turn the light off, don't end the tale. I'm a tiny explorer on a paper-thin sail, under the reading lamp in the center of the room, hiding from the winter and the heavy gloom. It's a quiet indie rhythm for thinking soul, watching as the story starts to take its toll. Closing the covers, resting my eyes underneath the ceiling of the midnight sky. The wool is a little bit scratchy on my skin, a heavy protection against the world of sin. It smells like the autumn and it smells like the tea, a cozy reminder of who I used to be. I'm pulling the sleeves down over my hands, thinking of the future and the faraway lands. The fireplace is flickering, a slow orange dance. In my old sweater, in the middle of the night, everything is heavy, everything is right, with a lo-fi rhythm and a mellow, quiet beat, soothing all the friction of the busy, noisy street. It's a knitted sanctuary, warm and so deep, the only part of the day I'm allowed to keep. I see a loose thread on the edge of the cuff. I guess I finally had just about enough of the noise and the people and the pressure of the day. I'm happy to let it all just drift away. The piano is playing a sweet and a sad tune underneath the gaze of the yellow paper moon. I'm wrapping myself in the warmth of the yarn, soft as a cloud, warm as a heart. In this tiny room, I'm a work of art. Don't open the window, don't let the cold in. This is where the real part of me begins. In my old sweater, in the middle of the night, everything is heavy, everything is right. With a lo-fi rhythm and a mellow, quiet beat, soothing all the friction of the busy, noisy street. Curling up, falling into sleep. In the woolly silence, dark and so deep. Rising in a spiral of a white and ghostly dance, giving my weary soul one last chance to breathe in the scent of the chamomile and honey, in a world that's only worried about the time and the money. The steam is a curtain between me and the night, backlit by the amber and the golden light. Everything is liquid, everything is slow. Oh, rising steam, take the heavy thoughts away to the very beginning of a brand new day. It's an ambient vibration, it's a meditative glow, watching as the river of the time starts to flow. Just a gentle swirl, just a quiet sigh underneath the ceiling of the midnight sky. The cup is a heater in the palms of my hands, thinking of the oceans and the desert sands. I see 1,000 shapes in the vapor and the mist, like a beautiful secret that was never even kissed. The synthesizer's humming a soft and an ancient tune, mirroring the craters of the yellow paper moon. I'm losing my edges in the heat of the drink. Breathe it in, let it go, in the amber light and the evening glow. No more noise, no more heavy sound, just a quiet magic that I finally found. Oh, rising steam, fading in the warm air. I'm finding the beauty that's hidden everywhere. Begin to move, finding the rhythm and finding the groove across the wooden floor of this quiet, empty room, dancing with the ghosts and the wintry gloom. The amber light is a partner steady and warm, keeping me safe from the eye of the storm. The violin is crying a sweet and a golden tune. It's an amber waltz in the middle of the night. Everything is graceful, everything is right, spinning in a circle of a nostalgic refrain, washing away the memory of the rain. Oh, let the strings take me back to the start, with a hopeful rhythm and a soulful heart. The cello is an anchor and the piano is a bird, singing all the melodies that were never even heard. I'm dancing with a memory that I can't even name, playing a beautiful and a solitary game. The world outside is a grid of neon and steel, but in here the magic is the only thing that's real. I'm caught in the middle of a golden dream. Turn and turn in the yellow glow, into the river where the dancers go. Dance, giving the midnight one last chance. It's an amber waltz in the middle of the night. Everything is graceful, everything is right, spinning in a circle of a nostalgic refrain, washing away the memory of the rain, slowing down, taking a final bow in the amber silence, here and now. Wide awake when the rest of the world is asleep. I've got 1,000 secrets that I'm gonna keep. The city is a playground of the neon and the dark, but I'm staying here in the silence and the spark, watching through the window with a sharp and a steady eye, watching as the satellites and airplanes pass us by. The night is a blanket and the dark is a friend. Oh, I'm a night owl flying in the gold, watching as the stories of the night start to unfold, with a funky rhythm and a jazzy refrain, dancing in my head like a summer rain. I don't need the sun and I don't need the day. I'm happy to let the morning just drift away. The trumpet is whispering a secret to the trees, listening to the rhythm of the midnight breeze. I'm drinking my coffee in a tall, thin glass, watching all the heavy hours slowly pass. The bass is a pulse in the middle of my chest, giving me the power when the others are at rest. I'm a king of the castle, a queen of the air. Ooh, 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 in the amber light, doing it right in the middle of the night. Don't turn the lights on, don't break the spell. I've got a million stories that I'll never tell. Oh, I'm a night owl flying in the gold, watching as the stories of the night start to unfold, with a funky rhythm and a jazzy refrain, dancing in my head like the summer rain. Staying away, staying so cool in the midnight air. I'm nobody's fool.
Spread out the blanket on the bedroom floor. I don't wanna go to the kitchen anymore. A bag of potato chips and a chocolate bar, watching the reflections of a synthesizer star. The carpet is a meadow of the wool and the thread, better than the silence of my lonely wooden bed. The reading lamp is our very own sun. Oh, it's a carpet picnic in the middle of the night. Everything is whimsical, everything is right, with an indie rhythm and a sweet, sad song, writing down the places where we truly belong. Just me and the snacks and the shadows on the wall, waiting for the stars or the rain to fall. I'm telling my secrets to a teddy bear, finding the magic that is hidden everywhere. The ukulele is humming a happy little tune underneath the gaze of the yellow paper moon. No ants and no bees and no clouds in the sky, just the beautiful version of you and of I. I'm taking my time with every little bite. Crunch, crunch, sip, sip, giving the midnight a little bit of lip. day. We're having a picnic in a private way. Oh, it's a carpet picnic in the middle of the night. Everything is whimsical, everything is right, with an indie rhythm and a sweet, sad song, writing down the places where we truly belong, cleaning up the crumbs, falling into sleep in the carpet meadow, dark and so deep. Two fingers for the ears and a thumb for the nose, watching as the rabbit in the amber light grows across the yellow wall of this quiet, empty room, dancing with the shadows and the wintry gloom. I'm making a theater with my own two hands, traveling to the deserts and the faraway lands. The lamp is a spotlight on the empty stage. It's a shadow puppet in the middle of the night. Everything is artful, everything is right, moving to the rhythm of the soul and the bass, finding my peace in this quiet little space. Oh, let the birds fly and let the dogs bark in the tiny theater of the midnight spark. I see a silhouette of a mountain and a tree, reminding me of who I used to be. The syncopated beat is a pulse in my head, keeping me awake in my lonely wooden bed. The bass is an anchor and the synth is a bird, singing all the melodies that were never even heard. I'm a master of the dark and a master of the light, moving my hands, moving my soul. Let the shadow play, take its heavy toll. Break the spell. I got 1,000 stories that I'll never tell. It's a shadow puppet in the middle of the night. Everything is artful, everything is right, moving to the rhythm of the soul and the bass, finding my peace in this quiet little space. Fade into black, story that was ever told. The window is a canvas of the liquid and the light, watching as the rain comes pouring through the night, backlit by the amber of the old street lamp. Everything is cold and everything is damp. Inside my room, it's a golden kind of heat, soothing all the friction of the busy, noisy street. The piano is crying a grand and a sad song. Oh, amber rain, wash away the day. Let the bitter memories all drift away. It's a cinematic vibration. It's a warm refrain, dancing on the glass like the summer rain. Wash the dust from the rooftops and the dust from my soul in a broken world that'll never be whole. I see 1,000 circles in the muddy dark pool, feeling like a dreamer and a sentimental fool. The rhythm of the water is a pulse in the air, reminding me of the magic that is everywhere. The cello is joining with a deep and a low trill, giving my weary heart a quiet little thrill. I'm breathing in the scent of the wet concrete. Drip, drop in the yellow glow, watching as the river of the time starts to flow. Don't let the sun break through the clouds just yet. There's so much I'm trying so hard to forget. Oh, amber rain, wash away the day. Let the bitter memories all drift away. It's a cinematic vibration. It's a warm refrain, dancing on the glass like the summer rain, falling slow, feeling the chill. Everything is quiet, everything is still. The sand is falling through the narrow glass neck, watching as the time turns into red. Every little grain is a second of the night, glittering like a diamond in the amber light. I'm turning it over and I'm turning it around. Listen to the silence and the quiet, tiny sound. The world is a circle and the world is a square. In the golden hourglass, where the time stands still, giving my weary soul a quiet little thrill. It's an ambient vibration, it's a timeless refrain, washing away the sorrow and the winter rain. Let the sand fall and let the light glow in the middle of the midnight, and the heart that's slow. I see my reflection in the curve of the glass, watching all the heavy hours slowly pass. The synthesizer's humming a bright and starry tune underneath the gaze of the yellow song about the things that were always so right and so wrong. The static is a blanket, the noise is a friend. In a world where the stories never seem to end, I'm turning the dial to the center of the night, looking for a flicker or a tiny yellow light. The signal is weak, but the heart is so strong. Oh, warm static wash over my head, like the beautiful words that were never even said. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a dusty old soul, watching as the silence starts to take its toll. Wrapped in the crackle and the pop of the night, everything is heavy, everything is right. Every little glitch is a memory of you, a flash of the amber and a flash of the blue. I'm listening to the rhythm of the electric air, finding the magic that is hidden everywhere. The piano is mellow and the drums are so light, keeping me company in the heart of the night. I'm perfectly happy in this fuzzy little haze. Hear the hum, feel the glow, into the place where the broken signals go. The signal, don't make it clear. I like the way you sound when you're not quite here. Oh, warm static wash over my head, like the beautiful words that were never even said. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a dusty old soul, watching as the silence starts to take its toll. Fading to yellow, fading to gray, watching the signal as it drifts away. It's cold, but the lights are so warm, keeping me safe from the eye of the storm. Sitting on the balcony with a cup in my hand, looking at the grid of the neon lit land. The street lamps are glowing like amber-colored stars, following the rhythm of the passing cars. I'm breathing in the silence of the middle of the night, on the amber balcony high above the street. Everything is peaceful, everything is sweet, with an indie rhythm and a soulful refrain, washing away the memory of the rain. Let the city lights blink and let the wind blow in the middle of the midnight and the evening glow. I see the neighbors with their windows turned off, listening to the rhythm of a distant cough. I'm not feeling lonely, I'm just feeling free, in the company of nobody but only me. The guitar is was humming a sweet and a sad song about the way the lovers couldn't get along. I'm finding my peace in the amber lit air, soft and easy. Let the music flow into the river where the quiet people go. Don't break the spell. I've got 1,000 stories that I'll never tell. On the amber balcony, high above the street, everything is peaceful, everything is sweet, with an indie rhythm and a soulful refrain, washing away the memory of the rain. Staying awake, watching the sky until the stars and the moon say goodbye. Sink into the fabric of the velvet and the green, in the middle of a beautiful and a quiet scene. The armchair is a hug and the lamp is a kiss, a moment of the magic that I'm starting to miss. I'm kicking off my shoes and I'm closing my eyes underneath the ceiling of the midnight skies. The room is a sanctuary, warm and so deep. In my velvet armchair, in the heart of the night, everything is sophisticated, everything is right. Ooh, with a soulful vibration and a groovy refrain, dancing in my head like the summer rain. Oh, let the cushions take the pressure away from the heavy burden of the busy day. The saxophone is breathy and the bass is so tight, keeping me company in the middle of the night. I see the shadows as they move on the wall, waiting for the stars or the rain to fall. I'm a king of a castle, a queen of the air, finding the beauty that is hidden everywhere. I'm perfectly happy in this velvet lit haze, soft and easy. Let the rhythm grow in the place where the lonely people go. Don't move a muscle, don't break the dream. Nothing is as heavy as it used to seem. In my velvet armchair, in the heart of the night, everything is sophisticated, everything is right. Ooh, with a soulful vibration and a groovy refrain, dancing in my head like the summer rain, melting away, falling into sleep. In the velvet silence, dark and so deep.
edges of the photos are turning a yellow gold, like 1,000 stories that were never even told. I'm looking at the faces, and I'm looking at the smiles across the long distance and the heavy miles. The amber light is touching the paper and the ink, giving me a moment to finally stop and think. The past is a country that I can't visit anymore. Amber memories glowing in the night, in the tiny theater of the fading light. It's a cinematic vibration, it's a grand refrain, washing away the sorrow and the winter rain. Let the shadows fall and let the light glow in the middle of the midnight and the heart that's slow. I see the version of me that I used to be, floating in the silence of the infinite sea. The piano is crying a sweet and a sad song about the way the heroes couldn't get along. Every memory is a jewel in a velvet box, ticking like the rhythm of the old wooden clocks. I'm keeping them safe in the amber lit room. Hold on tight, don't let them go. In the amber light and the evening underneath the vast and the midnight sky. The memories glowing in the night, in the tiny theater of the fading light. It's a cinematic vibration, it's a grand refrain, washing away the sorrow and the winter rain. Closing the box, resting my eyes underneath the ceiling of the midnight sky. The amber lamp is flickering and starting to fade as the blue shadows are moving through the shade. The warmth of the room is meeting the chill of the night at the very edge of the fading golden light. I see the indigo creeping through the window pane,
goodbye to the amber and the evening glow. It's a cinematic transition. It's a hazy refrain, washing away the yellow and summer rain. Prepare for the silence, prepare for the deep, while the rest of the world is falling into sleep. The piano is turning from a gold to a blue, following the rhythm of the version of you. The synthesizers hum in the dark, and a heavy tune underneath the gaze of the indigo moon. I'm leaving the room and I'm stepping into the street, feeling the cold and the wet concrete. The first chapter is over, the second is near. From the gold to the blue, from the warm to the cold, the most beautiful story that was ever told. Don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of the deep. This is where the real part of the night starts to creep. Oh, welcome to the blue hour, coming in slow as we say goodbye to the amber and the evening glow. It's a cinematic transition. It's a hazy refrain, washing away the yellow and the summer rain, fading out into the blue. The night is waiting just for you. Moonlight spills across the dusty wooden floor. I can't hide behind these shadows anymore. The walls are melting into a deep indigo sea, while the silence whispers secrets just to me. Your voice is a wave so cold and yet so deep, pulling me down while the rest of the world's asleep. I'm losing the boundaries of where I begin. Slowly we're drifting, floating far away, lost in the blue. shadows are dancing in a slow motion trance, giving my weary soul one last second chance. I'm reaching out to touch the hazy neon glow, watching the lights of the city far below. The ceiling is gone, now I'm staring at the stars, forgetting the world and all of its jagged scars. Let the tide of the moonlight take me in, floating on the edge of a beautiful dream. Nothing is quite as real as it may seem. Just let the current take me high, underneath the vast and velvet sky. Slowly we're drifting, floating far away, lost in the blue at the very end of the day. No gravity holding my heavy heart to the ground. In this velvet silence, you're the only sound. Drifting, floating, just you and I, in the midnight sea, until the sun arrives.
Scattered puzzles on the old wooden table, trying to fix us, but I'm just not able. Every corner is frayed and the colors are pale, like an old storybook or a forgotten tale. One piece is missing, right where your heart should be, leaving a hole in the middle of me. I've been searching under the couch and the bed. It's a piece of you, a broken piece of us, watching our golden memories turn into dust. A jagged fragment that I still hold so tight, walking through the echoes in the middle of the night. I can't complete the picture without your smile. I've been lost in this puzzle for a long, long while. Every street corner, every small coffee shop, waiting for the ticking of the clock to just stop. I see your outline in the steam of my tea, wondering if you ever think about me. I'm staring at the empty space you left behind, losing all the logic I was trying to find. The frame is broken and the edges are torn, fitting the pieces that don't belong, humming the notes of a half-finished song. a piece of you, a broken piece of us, watching our golden memories turn into dust. A jagged fragment that I still hold so tight, walking through the echoes in the middle of the night. Just a fragment, a memory of you, in a world that's colored in a lonely blue. Cold coffee sitting in a stained paper cup, watching the city as it's slowly waking up. But for me, the sun never seems to arrive, just a neon flickering to keep me alive. Pink and green lights dancing on the wet street, to the rhythm of the rain and the city's heartbeat. I'm the only one left in this corner booth. Coffee and neon, a bittersweet blend, waiting for a night that I don't wanna end. Groovy shadows playing on the rainy glass, watching all the ghosts of the city pass. It's a soul deep vibration, a midnight groove, waiting for the world to make its next move. The electric piano is playing so soft and low. I've got 1,000 places but nowhere to go. The bass is thumping like a heavy tired heart. We were destined to be worlds and oceans apart. I trace the neon signs with my trembling hand, living in a dream I don't quite understand. The steam is rising like a ghost from the cup. Sip the caffeine, feel the neon glow. Let the midnight river start to flow. I'm comfortable here in the neon shade. Coffee and neon, a bittersweet blend, waiting for a night that I don't wanna end. Groovy shadows playing on the rainy glass, watching all the ghosts of the city pass. Neon lights, cold coffee, my only friends until the cycle of the night finally ends. The sky is bleeding into purple and blue. Every shade of indigo reminds me of you. That quiet moment just before the first light, the final sentence of a very long night. Wind is whispering through the hollow trees, bringing me down to my trembling knees.
beautiful thing I have ever seen.
cold air hits the platform as the clock strikes 1. I'm counting all the things that I should have never done. The yellow line is blurry like the tears in my eyes, waiting for the iron ghost under city skies. Echoes of the footsteps that used to walk with mine, now they're just shadows lost in the design. Oh, take me on the last train home tonight, away from the ghosts and the neon light. Let the rhythm of the tracks soothe my soul to a place where I can finally feel whole. Beyond the tunnels and the hollow sound, to where the lost ones can finally be found. I see my own reflection in the darkened glass, watching all the memories of our summer past. A crumpled ticket stub inside my heavy coat, like a tragic ending that the writer never wrote. The station is a graveyard of the words unsaid, hanging like a heavy cloud inside my weary head, moving through the dark faster than the heart. Can we find a way back to the very start? Just chasing a ghost that was mine. Oh, take me on the last train home tonight, away from the ghost and the neon light. Let the rhythm of the tracks soothe my soul to a place where I can find as the city fades away. I'll find my peace before the break of day. Just me and the tracks heading home.
I've been walking in circles since yesterday. The fog is rolling in like a heavy velvet sheet, hiding all the secrets on this homely street. I can't see the stars through the thick white cloud. The silence in the city is getting way too loud. We're lost in the city haze, drifting in a dream. Nothing in this midnight is ever what it seems. A kaleidoscope of colors in a world of white, chasing after shadows in the middle of the night. Oh, let the mist swallow every little trace of the lonely expression upon my tired face. Headlights flickering like a broken neon sign, trying to find a path or some kind of line. But the world is just a blur, a watercolor mess, drowning out the feeling of this emptiness. Maybe if I stay here, the world will disappear, leaving only static ringing in my ear. Step by step into the unknown space, I'm losing the memory of your sweet face. Does the fog ever lift? Does the sun ever shine? Or is this hazy prison destined to be mine? We're lost in the city haze, drifting in a dream. Nothing in this midnight is ever what it seems. A kaleidoscope of colors in a world of white, chasing after shadows in the middle of the night. Just a blur, just a ghost in the mist, floating in a world that shouldn't exist. The silver light is spilling through the trees. I'm falling down slowly to my weary knees. The cold white glow is washing over my skin, cleaning the places where the shadows have been. I've been carrying a heavy and a dark regret in a world that's trying so hard to forget. But the moon sees everything I try to hide. I'm taking a shower in the pale moonlight, washing away the long and the lonely night, drowning in the silver, floating in the calm. The starlight is a healing and a cooling balm. Ooh. a silent prayer, hanging like a diamond in the midnight air. The stars are blinking like 1,000 little eyes, watching me go as it finally dies. I'm turning into liquid, I'm turning into light, losing the battle, winning the fight. There's a peace that I never thought I'd find. No more noise, no more heavy sound, just the quiet magic that I finally found. I'm taking a shower in the pale moonlight, washing away the long and the lonely night, drowning in the silver, floating in the calm. The starlight is a healing and a cooling balm. Silver and blue, starting over new, under the gaze of the moon and the dew. And all cassette tapes spinning in the player, every little hiss is like a secret prayer. The sun is streaking through the dusty window blinds, leaving all the modern world so far behind. We were dancing in the kitchen to a plastic beat, feeling the static and the summer city heat. Do you remember the way the world used to feel? It's a retro romance, a neon colored dream, living in a scene like a movie on a screen. Analog hearts beating in a digital age, writing our names on a yellow paper page. Oh baby, let's go back to the start with a funky rhythm and a hopeful heart. Roller skates and denim in the fading light, chasing the horizon till it turns to night. A Polaroid picture that's starting to fade, of the beautiful promises that we once made. The synthesizer humming a nostalgic tune under the giant and the paper cut moon. I can still hear your laughter in the melody. Don't press stop, don't let the tape end. Let's pretend you're more than just a friend. It's a retro romance, a neon colored dream, living in a scene like a movie on a screen. Analog hearts beating in a digital age, writing our names on a yellow paper page. Rewind the feeling, stay in the scene. The most beautiful love that has ever been. watching the rain as it starts to flow down the window pane in a crooked little line, while I'm sitting here with this heart of mine. A dusty jazz record from a long time ago, playing the secrets that only we know. The room is smelling like old books and tea. Rainy vinyl and a lonesome sound, while the gray clouds are hanging all around. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a rainy afternoon, humming along to a scratchy little tune. Let the crackle and the pop fill up the space. I'm finding my peace in this quiet little place. The saxophone is breathy and the drums are light, keeping me company until the coming night. I'm writing a letter that I'll never even mail, like a tiny ship without a single sail. Every scratch on the record is a story of its own, of the seeds of love that we shouldn't have sown. But the music is a blanket in the cold. Rainy vinyl and a lonesome sound, all the gray clouds are hanging all around. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a rainy afternoon, humming along to a scratchy little tune, spinning in circles just like the rain, softening the edges of the everyday pain. Pour another glass of that deep crimson wine. I'm trying to forget that you're no longer mine. The velvet on the chest feels like a soft embrace in this dimly lit corner, in this hidden place. Your perfume is a ghost lingering in the air, while I'm pretending that I just don't care. It's a velvet crush, a slow and heavy feeling. I'm staring at the shadows dancing on the ceiling, smooth as a rhythm, dark as the night, losing my senses in the candlelight. Oh, the way you move is a melody I crave. I'm a willing prisoner, I'm a velvet slave. The saxophone is crying a blue and silver song, singing about the lovers who couldn't get along. I see you in the bubbles, I see you in the smoke, a beautiful disaster, a cruel and quiet joke. My heart is beating sick nights are better for the lonely my senses in the candlelight. Sip it slowly, let the night burn low. Just a velvet crush, nowhere left to go. The sun is sinking behind the wall of glass, watching the hours and the shadows pass. The sky is a canvas of orange and gold, a story of fire that's never been told. The heat of the day is starting to fade as we step into the violet color shade. The city is humming a deep and electric song. It's an urban sunset, a dream in the sky, watching the colors as they're passing us by. From the rooftop lounge to the street below, everyone's caught in the evening glow. Oh, 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 oh. Let the neon start to blink and shine, crossing the horizon's glowing line.
pages of a book. Every time I give it a little lonely look, I'm taken back to the garden where we met, to the only summer that I can't forget. The spring was a promise, the autumn was a sigh. Underneath the vast and the changing sky, now the winter is knocking at my wooden door. You were a season, a beautiful time, a perfect rhythm and a perfect rhyme. But seasons change and the leaves have to fall. I'm still standing here through it all. Oh, I'm wearing your memory like a winter coat, reading every letter that you ever wrote. Is the only echo of the love that we found. I'm walking through the park where the trees are bare, reaching for a hand that is no longer there. Time is a river that's flowing to the sea, carrying the parts of you away from me. But the scent of the blossoms is still in my hair. Final frost, I'm counting everything that I have lost. You were a season, a beautiful time, a perfect rhythm and a perfect rhyme. But seasons change and the leaves have to fall. I'm still standing here through it all, waiting for the spring, waiting for the sun. The cycle of you is never quite done. Velvet curtains are drawn across the stage, like a heavy curtain on an old and dusty age. I'm sitting in the corner with a drink in my hand, listening to the rhythm of the midnight band. The smoke is curling like a snake in the air, while I'm pretending that I just don't care. The ice is clinking in the crystal glass. Oh, it's a velvet night, smooth and so deep, while the rest of the busy world is fast asleep.
sophisticated kind of a lonely blues. Dancing in my velvet and my dancing shoes. The saxophone is whispering a secret to me about the way that love is supposed to be. A low down rhythm and a high up trill, giving my weary heart a bit of a thrill. Your shadow is a ghost on the mahogany bar, following me home no matter where you are. But in this velvet I can finally swell, let the room spin, let the velvet night finally begin. Oh, it's a velvet night, smooth and so deep, while the rest of the busy world is fast asleep. Wrap me in the fabric of a jazzy refrain, wash away the memory of the everyday rain. Soft as a touch, dark as a soul, the velvet night is taking control. The street lamp is casting a long and thin line across this empty and this tired room of mine. The shadows of the leaves are dancing on the wall, stretching so high before they start to fall. I'm making shapes with my fingers in the light, a tiny little theater in the middle of the night, just me and the ghost of the things I used to know. It's a shadow play, a silent kind of game, whispering a secret that I can't even name. Moving to the rhythm of the moon and the stars, hiding all the shadows and the emotional scars. Oh, the dark is a stage and the light is a dream. Nothing in the midnight is ever what it seems. I see your silhouette in the corner of my eye, but it's just a trick of the clouds in the sky. I'm talking to the darkness like it's an old friend, waiting for the story to finally reach an end. The syncopated beat is a pulse in my head, keeping me awake in my lonely wooden bed, watching the shadows as they flicker and fade. Yeah, in the shadows. Ooh, don't turn on the lamp, don't break the spell. I've got 1,000 stories that I'll never tell. It's a shadow play, a silent kind of game, whispering a secret that I can't even name. Moving voice is a pebble dropped into a well, a secret that I'm never supposed to tell. It bounces off the walls of this empty white hall. Every time I trip and every time I fall, I hear your name in the wind and the rain. A beautiful echo of a beautiful pain. I'm chasing a sound that I can't even catch. It's an echo of you, repeating in my head, living in the words that were never even said. Down the long hallway and through the closed door, I can hear your footsteps on the marble floor. Oh, I'm haunted by the ghost of a melody that's never gonna set my weary heart free. I'm looking in the mirror, but I see your face, distorted and blurry in this hollow space. The delay is a loop that I can't ever break. For every single promise that you had to take, I'm calling out to nothing, I'm calling out to air, hoping that you're listening somewhere out there. But the only answer is the sound of my own echo, echo coming back to me, like a distant ship on a foggy sea.
two of us were always supposed to meet. Your breath is a cloud in the freezing cold air, while you're looking at me with a hollow stare. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm pulling away. There's nothing left for either of us to even say. The taxi is waiting at the end of the block. Oh, it's a slow goodbye, a long and heavy ache for every single heart that we had to break. Don't rush the ending, don't turn the page like a tragic on a lonely stage. Let the moment linger, let the tears fall before we finally lose it all. I can see the lights of the city in your eyes, mirroring the gray and the wintry skies. One last look and one last touch. Why does a little bit hurt so much? The engine is humming a low and sad sound, while the white flakes are covering the cold hard ground. We're becoming strangers in the blink of an eye, step by step away from the light, into the heart of the winter night. Nowhere left for the two of us to go.
The candle is flickering and burning so low. There's only one more place for the story to go. I've written 1,000 pages of you and of me, of the people we were and the ones we couldn't be. The ink is drying on the very last line, a final confession of yours and of mine. The morning is waiting behind the dark hill. This is the final chapter, the end of is turning a hazy shade of wine. I'm tracing every curve of your ghostly design. The fog is dancing on the empty, silent street, where the shadows and the memories finally meet. I can't see the pavement, I can't see the sky, just the purple reflections in the corner of my eye. Everything is soft, everything is blue. Oh, purple mist, wrap me in your velvet arms. Keep me safe from the daylight's loud alarms. We're drifting in a dream that never really ends, in a broken place where the heavy heart amends. Let the haze swallow the noise of the town, while the violet rain comes pouring down. Silence is a melody I finally learned to play, watching all the colors of the world fade to gray. But in this purple mist I see your glowing eyes, like a secret hidden in the indigo skies. I'm walking through a forest of neon and steam, caught in the middle of a beautiful dream. The air is thick with the scent of the night, lost in the haze, lost in the glow, nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Don't let the sun break through the thick purple wall. I'm waiting for the final evening star to fall. Oh, purple mist, wrap me in your velvet arms. Keep me safe from the daylight's loud alarms. We're drifting in a dream that never really ends, in a broken place where the heavy heart amends. Purple dreams fading in and out. This is what the midnight is all about. I spoke your name into the hollow of the night and watched it disappear from all human sight. But then it came back like a slow velvet wave from a secret place that I thought I couldn't save. It's brushing past my shoulder, it's whispering in my ear. A sound so beautiful, it's almost hard to hear. The room is getting smaller as the rhythm starts to grow. It's a velvet echo, soft and deep and wide. Nowhere for the lonely heart to run and hide. Moving through the curtains of my time. summer rain. Every little whisper is the phantom of a kiss, a moment of the magic that I'm starting to miss. I'm listening to the rhythm of the shadows on the wall, waiting for the stars and the satellites to fall. The saxophone is crying in a low and jazzy tone, telling me I'm never really truly all alone. The velvet is a blanket and the echo is a song. Hear the sound, feel the groove, let the midnight spirit make a move. Can you hear the echo? Can you feel the touch? I didn't think I'd ever miss a sound this much. It's a velvet echo, soft and deep and wide. Nowhere for the lonely heart to run and hide. Moving through the curtains of my tired mind, leaving all the heavy world so far behind. Echoing in the dark just for me, like a distant lighthouse on a velvet sea.
Standing on the platform of a ghost town line, waiting for a signal that is yours and mine. The metal tracks are glowing in a neon shade of blue, leading me away from the memory of you. The wind is blowing cold through the empty iron gate. I'm checking on my watch, but it's getting very late. The schedule is blank and the station is still. At the Indigo Station, where the lonely people wait, trading all our secrets with the heavy hand of fate. The train is coming soon with a hollow silver sound, taking us to places where we never can be found, beyond the city limits and the tired old regrets, to a world where the sun finally sets and forgets. I see the fuzzy static on the monitor screen, all the beautiful places where we've never even been. My suitcase is heavy with the words I never said, hanging like a stone inside my weary aching head. The ticket in my pocket is a promise I can't keep, while the rest of the city is falling. distant whistle blows like a lonely desert bird. The last departure, the final train, leaving all the sorrow and the winter rain. Don't look back at the lights of the town, just let the indigo night wash it down. At the Indigo Station, where the lonely people wait, trading all our secrets with the heavy hand of fate. The train is coming soon with a hollow silver sound, taking us to places where we never can be found. The doors are closing, the lights go dim, watching the horizon on the very edge and rim.
Tapping on the window like a code I used to know. Watching the electric city start to hum and glow. Every single drop is a pixel of a dream, flowing down the glass in a bright neon stream. I'm wrapped in a sweater and a cloud of Earl Grey, watching all the troubles of the world wash away. The sky is a dark and a heavy shade of blue. Neon raindrops falling on the lonely street to the syncopated rhythm of a lo-fi beat. Wash away the dust of the busy, noisy day. Let the colors of the midnight take the pain away. It's a watercolor world, it's a liquid kind of light, dancing in the puddles in the middle of the night. Pink and yellow circles in a muddy dark pool, feeling like a dreamer and a sentimental fool. The umbrella is a shield against the weeping sky, keeping all my heavy and my cold secrets dry. The tires of the cars are humming on the wet road, carrying the city and its heavy weary load. But inside my room, everything is warm and slow. Drip, drop, neon heart, spinning round, listening to the rain as it touches the ground. Let it rain, let it wash, let it glow into the river where the memories go. Neon raindrops falling on the lonely street to the syncopated rhythm of a lo-fi beat. Wash away the dust of the busy, noisy day. Let the colors of the midnight take the pain away. Watching the glass, feeling the hum, waiting for the morning light to finally come. The fridge is the only sound I hear, while the ghosts of the day are whispering in my ear. The streetlights are blinking like a tired old eye, watching the heavy clouds drifting through the sky. I'm wrapping myself in a blanket of white, trying to find some peace in the middle of the night. The world is a machine that never seems to sleep. Oh, sing me an electric lullaby, soft and low, to the rhythm of the neon and the evening glow. Let the static in the air soothe my weary soul in a broken world that'll never just a gentle vibration, just a steady beat, soothing all the friction of the noisy street. The blue light of the phone is a flickering star, reminding me of all the things that are so far. I'm closing my eyes, but the city's still there, in the taste of the rain and the chill in the air. But the melody is rising like a warm, soft tide, finding all the places where the shadows hide. I'm letting go of the words I had to say. Sleep now, let the wires carry the dream. Nothing is as heavy as it used to seem. Low frequency healing, high frequency grace. In this tiny and this quiet little space. Oh, sing me an electric lullaby, soft and low, to the rhythm of the neon and the evening glow. Let the static in the air soothe my weary soul in a broken world that'll never be whole. Sleeping in the light. Good night to the city. Good night to the night. Smell of old paper and the dust in the light, keeping me company in the middle of the night. Rows and rows of stories that I've never even read, like 1,000 different lives inside my heavy head. I'm searching for a sentence or a word that's true, help me understand the ghost of me and you. The clock on the wall is ticking so slow. In the midnight bookstore, where the shadows are deep and the heroes of the novels are all fast asleep, it's a lo-fi rhythm for a dusty old shelf, where I'm trying to find a better version of myself. Between the leather covers and the ink and the pen, I'm becoming a child all over again. I found a pressed flower in a book about the sea, a tiny little memory of who I used to be. The rain is tapping softly on the skylight above, singing about the sadness and the magic of love. Every chapter is a journey to a different place, while the moonlight is touching my tired, pale face. I'm not in a hurry to leave this quiet room. Read the lines, feel the paper in your hand, in a world that I don't have to understand. of ink, just a bit of soul. Let the story take its heavy, quiet toll. In the midnight bookstore, where the shadows are deep, and the heroes of the novels are all fast asleep. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a dusty old shelf, where I'm trying to find a better version of myself. Bookmark the feeling, close the heavy book. One last lingering and a lonely look. Pour another glass of the deep purple wine. I'm watching the neon and the shadows entwine. The taste is a mixture of the sweet and the tart, like the complicated rhythm of my heavy heart. The lounge is empty and the music is low. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go, just me and the liquid and the velvet chair. Purple wine, wash away the day. Let the bitter memories all fade away. It's a soulful vibration, it's a velvet crush in the middle of the midnight and the quiet hush. Sip it slowly, let the fire start to grow in the neon light and the evening glow. I see your reflection in the curve of the glass, watching all the ghosts of the city pass. The saxophone is breathy like a secret kiss, a moment of the magic that I'm starting to miss. The room is spinning in a slow motion dance, giving my weary soul one last chance. The ice is melting like a frozen dream. One more drop, one more velvet sigh underneath the vast and the indigo sky. Don't turn the lights on, don't break the spell. I've got 1,000 stories satellite love, spinning in the dark, searching for a flicker or a tiny little spark, with a sparkly rhythm and nostalgic beat, far above the friction of the city street. Oh, I'm high above the clouds and the pouring rain, orbiting the center of my beautiful pain. The stars are blinking like a 10,000 eyes, mirroring the static and the echoes of my sighs. My solar panels are cold and my battery is low, but I'm not ready to let the orbit go. I see the city lights from 1,000 miles away, waiting for the sun to bring another day. But out here in the vacuum, time is standing still. Transmit the feeling, transmit the soul. Let the gravity take its heavy, quiet toll. Can you hear the plea? Can you hear the hum? Waiting for the message that will never come. It's a satellite love, spinning in the dark, searching for a flicker or a tiny little spark, with a sparkly rhythm and a nostalgic beat, far above the friction of the city street, spinning round forever in the sky. A lonely satellite saying a quiet goodbye. The railing is cold and the pavement is wet. I'm counting the things that I haven't done yet. Sitting on the balcony with a blanket on my knees, listening into the wind as it whispers through the trees. The city is a blur of 1,000 gray shades, watching as the neon light flickers and fades. I'm breathing in the scent of the wet concrete on the rainy balcony, where the air is so clear and the ghosts of the memories are standing so near. It's a quiet indie rhythm for a lonely soul, watching as the raindrops start to take their toll. Wash away the dust and the heat of the day, let the soft melody take the sorrow away. I can see the neighbors with their lights turned on, waiting for the darkness to finally be gone. But I'm happy here in the mist and the gloom, far away from the quiet of my empty room. The guitar is humming a sweet and sad song about the way the lovers couldn't get along. Every drop of water is a note on the scale. Rain on the leaves, rain on the floor. I don't wanna go back inside anymore. standing so near. It's a quiet indie rhythm for a lonely soul, watching as the raindrops start to take their toll, dripping slow, feeling the chill. Everything is quiet, everything is still. Blue light is flickering behind the thick glass, watching the silent glowing shadows pass. Jellyfish drifting like umbrellas of light in the deep velvet ocean of the city night. I'm pressing my forehead against the cold pane, feeling the hum of the electric rain. The world outside is 1,000 miles away. We're in a neon aquarium, floating in the dark, searching for a flicker or a bioluminescent spark. No need for words, and no need for sound. In this liquid heaven that we finally found, everything is slow, everything is deep, while the rest of the busy world is fast asleep. Silver bubbles rising like a prayer to the top, waiting for the ticking of the clock to just stop. I see my reflection in the glowing green sea, looking for the version of who I used to be. The coral is neon and the water is still, giving my weary heart a quiet little thrill. I'm breathing in the blue and the indigo haze. Sink a little deeper, let the colors blur into the beautiful person you used to be. Don't pull me up to the surface just yet. There's so much I'm trying so hard to forget. We're in a neon aquarium, floating in the dark, searching for a flicker or a bioluminescent spark. No need for words, and no need for sound. In this liquid heaven that we finally found, drifting, glowing in the neon blue, lost in the water, lost in you.
A scent of vanilla and a hint of the rain, bringing back the memory and the ghost of the pain. I found your old scarf in the back of the drawer, something I wasn't even looking for. The smell of the midnight and the smell of your skin is a beautiful prison that I'm still living in. The candles are burning and the room is so dim. It's a midnight perfume lingering in the air, a soulful vibration that I find everywhere. Groovy and dark, like a velvet refrain, dancing in my head like the summer rain. Oh, let the fragrance take me back to the night when everything was perfect and everything was right. I'm spraying the air with a mist of the past, knowing that the feeling is never gonna last. The saxophone is crying in a low jazzy tone, telling me I'm never really truly all alone. I see your silhouette in the trail of the smoke, a beautiful dream that I never even broke. The silk is so soft and the rhythm is so slow. Breathe it in, let the memory grow into the river where the heartbeats go. Folded my sorrows into a little white wing and waited for the wind and the silence to sing. I threw it from the rooftop into the dark sky, watching the paper as it started to fly. Above the street lamps and the sleeping cars, heading for the moon and the distant stars, it's carrying a message that I'll never even say. Oh, fly away, little paper plane, over the rooftops and over the rain. Find a place where the sun never goes down, far away from the noise of the busy town. With an indie rhythm and a hopeful heart, we're making a beautiful and a brand new start. The wind is a pilot and the stars are the guide, searching for a place where the lonely can hide. I see you waving from a window below, but I'm already gone in the evening glow. The paper is thin, but the dream is so strong, singing a sweet and a nostalgic song. I'm catching the draft of a memory of you, higher and higher.
version of me that I knew. Don't let the rain soak the wings of the bird. I'm sending a message that'll never be heard. Oh, fly away, little paper plane, over the rooftops and over the rain. Find a place where the sun never goes down, far away from the noise of the busy town. Floating, gliding in the starry night, until you disappear from my human sight. The sky's a grid of neon and pink. It's a lot more beautiful than you'd even think. The palm trees are silhouettes against the orange fire, burning with the fuel of an ancient desire. I'm driving my car to the edge of the world, watching as the flag of the night is unfurled. The radio is playing a funky old beat. It's an analog sunset, a dream in the sky, watching the 80s as they're passing us by. With the funky rhythm and a plastic heart, we're making it beautiful and a retro start. Oh, baby, let's drive into the giant sun before the day and the music are finally done. Chrome reflections on the hood of the car, following the light of a synthesizer star. The air is warm and it smells like the sea, bringing back the magic of you and of me. Every beat of the drum is a pulse in the light, turning the evening into a vibrant night. We're caught in a loop of a nostalgic scene. Stay in the loop, stay in the glow. Nowhere left for the two of us to go. Don't press stop, don't let the tape end. Let's pretend you're more than just a friend. It's an analog sunset, a dream in the sky, watching the 80s as they're passing us by. With a funky rhythm and a plastic heart, we're making it beautiful and a retro start. Fading to static, fading to black. There's no way of turning the timeline back. A table for one and a cup of mint tea, listening to the waves of the midnight sea. The Blue Moon Cafe cafe is a quiet little place where I can finally look at my own pale face. The waiter is a ghost with a silver tray, carrying the troubles of the world away. The piano is playing a bossa nova tune. Oh, welcome to the Blue Moon Cafe, where the night never turns into the day. It's a jazzy vibration, it's a smooth refrain, washing away the memory of the rain. Sip it slowly, let the music grow in the neon light and the blue moon glow. The shadows are dancing on the checkered floor while I'm waiting for you to walk through the door. But I know that you're gone to a different town while the blue moonlight comes pouring down. The saxophone is breathy and the bass is deep, giving me a promise that I'm gonna keep. I'm finding my peace in this corner booth, soft and easy. Let the rhythm flow in the place where the lonely people go. Just a bit of sugar, just a bit of salt. Let the midnight cafe take its quiet toll. Oh, welcome to the Blue Moon Cafe, where the night never turns into the day. It's a jazzy vibration, it's a smooth refrain, washing away the memory of the rain. Check, please, leave a little tip before I take my final and my quiet sip. A table for one, a table for one. The TV is humming a gray and white song about the things that were always so wrong. The static is a blanket, the noise is a friend, in a world where the stories never seem to end. I'm falling asleep on the cold wooden floor, wishing I could find what I'm looking for. The signal is weak and the picture is blurred. We're living in static dreams, fuzzy and old, trading our stories for the silver and gold. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a broken screen, the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Let the white noise wash over my head, like the words that I should have never said. Every little glitch is a memory of you, a flash of the red and a flash of the blue. I'm reaching for the dial but I can't change the scene, caught in the middle of a digital dream. The roads is mellow and the drums are light, keeping me company in the heart of the night. I'm becoming a part of the electric electric air. Sis, hear the hum, feel the glow. Into the place where the broken signals go. Fix the signal. Don't make it clear. I like the way you sound when you're not quite here. We're living in static dreams, fuzzy and bold. Trading our stories for the silver and gold. It's a lo-fi rhythm for a broken screen. The most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Fading to white, fading to gray. Watching the signal as it drifts away. behind her glass, watching the hours and the traffic pass. The sky is a fabric of velvet and gold, a story of power that's never been told. I'm looking down from the 50th floor, wondering if I can take any more. The city is a jewel in a velvet box. Oh, velvet skyline, wrap me in your glow, to the soulful rhythm and the heart that's slow. It's a sophisticated kind of a lonely blues, dancing in my velvet and my dancing shoes. Let the city hum be the only sound, while I'm standing here on the higher ground. The lights of the cars are a river of fire, burning with the fuel of a restless desire. I see my reflection in the cold window pane, looking for a way to break the heavy chain. The saxophone is breathy and the bass is tight, keeping me company in the heart of a night. I'm a king of the castle, a queen of the air, high above the clouds, high above the pain. Watching the neon in the electric rain. The street, the air is so thin and the night is so sweet. Oh, velvet skyline, wrap me in your glow, to the soulful rhythm and the heart that's slow. It's a sophisticated kind of a lonely blues, dancing in my velvet and my dancing shoes, melting into purple, melting into black. There's no way of turning the timeline back.
The waves are crashing on the jagged dark stone. I'm standing here in the silence all alone. The fog is a wall and the sea is a grave, searching for a soul that I couldn't even save. But the light is spinning in a slow motion circle, turning the gray into a deep shade of purple. I'm keeping the watch until the break of the day. I'm the last lighthouse burning in the night, holding on to the final and the fading light. Through the stormy weather and the heavy rain, holding the line against the everyday pain. Oh, I'm a beacon of hope in a world of glass, watching the ships and the memories pass. My lamp is hot and my battery is low, but I'm not ready to let the beacon go. I see the sunrise on the edge of the world, watching as the flag of the morning is unfurled. The piano is crying a grand and a sad song, is a message to you. Keep on shining, keep on standing tall before the final and the evening stars fall. Don't let the fog win, don't let the dark stay. I'm the only one left to show you the way. I'm the last lighthouse burning in the night, holding on to the final and the fading light. Through the stormy weather and the heavy rain, holding the line against the everyday pain. Fading into morning, fading into gold. The most beautiful story that was ever told. The stars are gone and the sky is turning pale. I'm finishing the pages of a long and a weary tale. The purple is melting into a warm shade of gold, a story of a life that is starting to unfold. I'm breathing in the air of a brand new day, watching as the shadows finally drift away. The street lamps are turning off one by one. Oh, purple dawn, the end of the long night. Welcome to the morning and the first of the light. It's a cinematic finish, it's a grand refrain, washing away the sorrow and the winter rain. The cycle is over, the journey is done, under the gaze of the rising and the golden sun. I see the people waking up in their quiet rooms, leaving behind the silence and the heavy glooms. I'm walking home with a light and a hopeful heart, ready for a beautiful and a brand new start. The piano